Dear student, I give lecture on methods of voltage control using tap changing a transformer. The previous lecture video we studied about the methods of voltage control by reactive power injection. In this lecture video we detailedly studied about the methods of voltage control using tap changing a transformer. So the voltage control using tap changing transformer is the basic and the easiest way of controlling voltages in the transmission, sub-transmission and distribution power systems. Tap changing transformers do not generate reactive power. Now you see the tap changing transformer V1, V2 sending end voltage, receiving end voltage. Two transformer is there. The transfer ratio 1 is to TS, another one is TR into 1 only. I take one example and all. This is the 66 kV to 33 kV that transmission line I take and all. Then from this length we can study about the what is the function of, that means tap changing transformer, then how to control the voltage only. So in this case example and all, that means okay, then magnitude of the voltages are referred as V1 and V2 only, and then V2, V1 and V2 are the nominal voltages, and then R plus JXX is the, that means is nothing but the total impedance of the line and transformers referred to the high voltage side only. High voltage side only, because 66 kV to 33 kV, no. So that's why that means the total impedance of the line and the transformer referred to the high voltage side, that is the R plus JX only. And then TS V1 and TR V2 is nothing but V1 and VR2 are the nominal voltage at the end of the line, and the actual voltage being TS V1 and TR V2 only. Then what is the shunt compensation and series compensation, phase angle compensation, reactive power control in electrical system only. So during the daily operations and all, power system may experience both over voltage and under voltage variations only. This should be overcome by voltage or volt ampere reactive control only. Then for example, the transmission system, the generators are required by the grid code requirements to supply their rated power between the limits of 0.85 power factor lagging and 0.9 power factor leading at the designated terminals only. So therefore the system operator will perform switching action to maintain the secure and economical voltage profile while maintaining a reactive power balance equations only, that is del V is equal to QX by V only. So R is the resistance, X is the reactance, del V is the change in voltage, Q is the reactive power flow only. So the reactive power control is necessary in order to maintain the voltage drop in the transmission line within the specified limit only. Now you see the diagram. In this diagram, real power P, reactive power Q, 1 and 2, that means 2 V1, V2, 2 voltage is there, in between that means JX. The voltage drop, the first diagram, the voltage drop del V is equal to what? X divided by modulus of V2 into Q only. Q means reactive power flow only. In the second diagram, what is the voltage drop del V is equal to X divided by modulus of V2 into 1 minus K into Q only. So what is the problem of this one? The reactive power can be injected into the power system network by connecting shunt capacitors, synchronous compensator or synchronous phase modifier or static volt ampere compensator, that is SVC only. So the during off period off peak period, the voltage rise can be, that means reduced by observing the reactive power. This is possible by connecting shunt reactor, synchronous compensator, static volt-ampere reactive compensator. The shunt capacitors are used in the circuit with lagging power factor, such as, that means created by peak load conditions. The capacitors are connected entirely, that means directly to the bus bar or to the tertiary winding of the main transformer, that is the third winding of the transformer only. So the reactive power supplied by the capacitor is given by QC is equal to VIC sin 90 degree and all. So you see the diagram, V is the voltage, that is the modulus of V is the phase voltage, and C is the capacitance per phase only. So the IC, that means the current flowing through the capacitance IC is leads behind the voltage by an angle degree 90 degree only. So therefore from this diagram we can get QC is equal to modulus of V into modulus of IC. Therefore modulus of V square divided by XC equal to modulus of V square into omega C volt ampere reactive per phase only. So the shunt capacitor and reactors and series capacitors provide passive compensation. The primary purpose of transmission system shunt compensation near the load areas are voltage control and load stabilization only. So this is the typical capacitor bank. By using the capacitor bank also we have to, that means control the reactive power. From this we can control the voltage. This is the one of the method for control the voltage in the power system. Shunt, that means reactors. So shunt reactor circuit is, that is the formula. QL is equal to modulus of V and modulus of IL, that is modulus of V squared divided by XL is equal to modulus of V squared divided by YL only. So shunt compensators, static volt ampere compensator. This is the diagram. This is the diagram of the shunt voltage ampere reactive compensator. Fixed, it consists of fixed capacitor, inductor, bus and anti-parallel thyristor switches only is there. The shunt capacitor compensation is required to enhance the system voltage during heavy load conditions only, while the shunt reactor are needed to reduce the over voltage occurring during light load conditions. The SVC can perform these two tasks together, utilize the thyristor controlled reactor only. So therefore the SVC is basically a parallel combination of controlled reactor and fixed capacitor, which is only shown in the figure. So the reactive control is done by anti-parallel thyristor switch assembly only. So the power injection, the net reactive power injection is equal to QC minus QL only. In the SVC, the reactive power QL can be varied and the reactive net power is control only. During heavy load period, QL is lesser than QC, while during light load condition, QL is greater than QC. The SVC has got high application bus voltage control. It is more advantageous than the synchronous compensator only. So, in these lecture videos, we understood the concept of method of voltage control by using tap changing transformers, static volt ampere reactive compensator, synchronous compensators, shunt reactors, shunt capacitors. From this and how to we control the voltage in the power system, and then how to maintain the voltage stability. So the basic concept is we have to control the voltage by controlling the reactive power only. Thank you student for watching this video.